Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It is hump day. It's Wednesday. Wednesday. Wacky Wednesday, huh? All right. It is August 27th. And like I said, it's Wednesday, 2025. And we have a lot of fog here in Pittsburgh. We can't really see over the top of the houses there. Excuse me. It's really chilly out here, too. Luckily, I grabbed a sweater, so wherever you are, check that forecast before you go out. But I kind of like this weather. It's rather crisp and cool. I think cool weather is um, nicer at my age. You can put a sweater on instead of being all sweaty all the time. So good morning, everyone. It is about 6:25 in the morning. Good morning. Can everybody hear me all right? Good morning. Thanks for hitting that like button. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. We're waiting for the sunrise, and I don't think it's going to be anytime soon because we have a bunch of fog. So, thank you very much for stopping by. We're going to read some readings from the Bible. So, get your cup of coffee and a nice place to sit. Good morning. How are you today? Quite foggy here. My goodness. I'm hoping you can all hear me okay. Let's wait a few minutes till some people come on in so we can get started. Good morning. I see the kids are going off to school here behind me. And my neighbor's leaving for work here. So, good morning. How are you? It's Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. We're just getting through this week. I have a lot of fog here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, United States. I am Sally from Sally D's Reality, and this is Sunrise with Sally. We'll be getting started on some readings this morning from the Bible, and then we usually just chit chat afterwards if you want to stay. Usually have Daryl here first, but I guess he's not here, and Kelly's probably getting ready for work. There he is. Good morning. Thank you for hitting the like button. Can you hear me okay? Good morning, Daryl. It's not echoey. This is a different microphone. Good morning, everyone. Dean, good morning, Dean. Good morning. Dean says, good morning, Sally. Daryl. Nice and clear. Okay, this is a different microphone. I got on clearance. No, just kidding. Daryl hates when I say clearance, Dean. He doesn't like that. He don't like clearance. I guess he'd rather me pay full price. I don't know. So, Dean, we're at that 510, 511, depends on what kind of a day it is. So, thank you very much. We made it. I just can't believe I'm that far, but okie dokie. So, quite foggy and chilly here today. Quite chilly. Thank you, Dean. You and DJ are great friends. I really appreciate you. Let's see. See where I. What's everybody up to today? We're at the middle of the week, almost the weekend. Now working on Charlotte. He still has 10 more. Jeez Louisa. Well, I'll give him some shout outs today then. What was the name of his channel again? Everyday. Trying to find the. Trying to find something in the. Keeping it real. Okay, I got you now. I gotcha. Okay, we'll get on that today. The tabs are. Zechariah. All right. I was looking for something here in my Bible, but I cannot find it. Timothy. Keeping it real 1. Wait, keeping it real life 1. Okay. Keeping it real life 1. All right, guys. I don't see Kelly yet. I hope everything's okay. but because I have to start a little bit, even when I came up here, out here at um, 20 after 6, it was still dark. I couldn't see. I was trying to get my stuff out of the case, and I was like, geez, when's the sun coming up here? So, thanks, Daryl. Dean, Daryl subbed to Charles's site. We're going to get started in a few minutes here, guys. I put these tabs on my Bible, and it's quite confusing to me. It made it worse than it was before. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. We are going to have to figure out where to set you up when it starts to snow. I'll be out here. I'll be out here. Can't do sunrise from Sally in the house. Silly. There's still a. It's not. Well, I have a coat. He does have a good work ethic. All of those dashers, they work their catooties off, to say it mildly. And now they heard me. Now my dogs are going to start. Oh my goodness. I hope it's not like yesterday. All they did was bark yesterday. All day. Here we go. That is the problem right there. Okay. Hi, Super Sally. I'm good. How's my sister girl? I'm doing well today. Thank you very much. Yes, they are all amazing. I don't know how they do it, because if I was like a waitress or something and they didn't leave me a tip, I'd probably be running out. Excuse me, what did I do wrong? Why didn't you leave me a tip? I brought you 5 refills, for God's sake. That's something I couldn't do. I don't have the patience for that. For people being rude like that, I don't know. So I'm going to get this book out and see what I can do here. Comfort. All right, so let's get started here. We have like 6 people. Thank you for hitting the likes. Those are hugs for me. I like hugs. Everybody likes a good old hug. So please hit the like button if you would, especially if you like it. So today I wanted to talk about, I was looking for another reading, but then I couldn't find it because I always used to put my thumb in there and tell it what God wants me to do. So I couldn't find it, so I figured I better do what he wants me to do. So, all right, so it came up with comfort. I feel the comfort of spirit within me. No matter how I am feeling today, I am enfolded in God's comfort and love within and all around me. I am comforted knowing I am never alone. Feeling lifted by the divine love elevates my perspective. When I am grieving a loss or just having a down day, feeling the comforting presence of God helps me cope. I begin by finding a soothing, relaxing place. I take time to become still and quiet and let go of whatever is troubling me by surrendering it to the spirit within. I'm willing to do this again and again until my releasing feels complete. The process comforts me and brings me relief and peace. The world feels fresher now that I can see it with new eyes. My soul is freed and I am comforted. Hey, Jared, good morning. Comfort your hearts and strengthen them in every good work and word. 2 Thessalonians. So this has relevance for me. I don't know about you, but I had um, two of my bestest friends pass away, and the hurt doesn't go away. So hold on a second here. Anyway, so I was thinking of that on here, and then I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't talk about it because I always get all worked up, and I don't want to start the day like that. But um, you know, it's hard when you lose somebody or you're grieving for someone. And also this also has to do with comforting when you lose a friend, or you're in an argument with a friend or something like that, um being comforted when you get bad news, if you lost your job or you didn't get the job you wanted, and things like that. Those are all things that we need to turn to the comfort of the spirit and find that, and be in a quiet place where there's no distractions. And with my basset hounds, I'm having a hard time finding a place that's quiet. I mean, I'm outside on the front porch, for God's sake, and you can still hear them. You never get over it, you just get used to it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing with my mom, too. Um, I don't like to talk about these things, but we need to, right? Um, yes, we just have to begin by finding that soothing, relaxing place. And a lot of people I see on here that do their videos, they do it from their car because that's probably the only place they have in their home that they have some quiet, and I can totally get that. But even I was listening to something on this religious station this morning, and they were talking about giving your first 15 minutes to God in the morning, before you pick up your phone, before you um, do anything. Now, I'm older, so I have to make my first stop the bathroom. Okay, so then I'll get my 15 minutes in with God if that's what He's saying to do. But that's kind of a good place to be, starting the day off with God. And I always told my husband and my kiddos that when they were younger, to start your day off that way is the only way to do it, because He will guide you through the day. And I have a really close friend that I made on here who's going through a troubling time right now, and it's really testing her. And I am being very supportive as I can, but maybe a little bit too supportive. I'm getting on her nerves, I think, but I don't know. I just want to make sure she's okay, and um, she's doing a really great job, but I don't think she's given herself enough credit. And when you're dealing with personal things like that, and with family, or with your career, it's hard. It's hard to deal with it, but you don't have to deal with it by yourself. You have God, you know, take Him by the hand and don't let go. Um, Even when I used to take the bus. It was so weird when I took the bus to school when I was going to college, because I went to college as an adult. My son, my oldest was 6 when I went to school, and it was so weird because the bus went from where I lived in Plumboro. It would go all the way out to it would go to it would go to Pittsburgh, okay? And I needed to get to Oakland, which is the outskirts of Pittsburgh. It would go all the way to Pittsburgh. Then I'd have to get off that bus, and then I'd have to take another bus back into Oakland. So it was like an hour and a half, sometimes an hour and 45-minute ride, and because we only had one car at the time. And I just thought, why do I have to do this? But I was trying to make better lives for us, but of course, but it was just so annoying that I had to do that. But I thought about God, and I tried to meditate when I was on the bus. But the only thing is, I had to sit forward on the bus because I get car sick. I had to have my eyes open. I couldn't really close my eyes because then I get really sick. Um, uh, it was just like everything, but I still found a way to do it. I couldn't even study on the bus. I mean, that's like 2 hours of my life each way. That's 4 hours. I could have did a lot of studying, but it was like that. But after I became a teacher, this is like off the subject, but after I became a teacher and took them on field trips, I couldn't turn around to look at the kids in the back of the bus. I had to count on the chaperones, which were usually talking amongst themselves, not watching the kiddos. But yeah, I have like bad car car sickness. Um, so anyway, that's what we have to do. We have to focus on God, and He's our strength. Even in the happy days, even in the happy days of our lives, we shouldn't just, you know, I'm not telling you what to do, but I try not to just call on God when I need Him. I'm including Him in my celebrations because all of the gifts that I have are from Him, you know. Um, and the greatest reward will be, when we get to heaven. So, um, anybody have any thoughts on that? Daryl, what do you think about that? Justin, anybody? Don't be hiding down in the back of the class there. Uh, Thanks for hitting the like button, guys. I appreciate that. So when we live by faith, even like today, like in this dense fog, say in a dense fog, a pilot lands his plane, right? Not by radar, but by sight, because it's foggy. And he must be familiar with the system and trust it. And faith is an intuition or an experience, right? And also, um, I think that we should all try to, even on the foggy days or the days that we can't find God in our lives, like, when your brain's all foggy, can't think straight, when you're tired and things like that. Um, we still have to rely not by sight, but by our faith. And I try to pray for an increase of faith and practice, living by faith. Um, I think of things that I believe that unbelievers don't believe. I don't know. Do you think the people that don't believe in God are underprivileged? Or are we underprivileged because we rely on God? Yeah, not just where I live here, Justin. My brain's rather foggy too today. That's why I'm just. But we're always, but we, how do I say that? We're always full of courage, and when we live by faith, not by sight, we can move on and not have to see. I have to remember that whenever I'm going through good times or bad, the Lord is always with me. Yep, that's right, Daryl. It's funny, it wasn't foggy at all on my drive to work. Yeah, it's oh man, it's coming right in here to where you can hardly see the houses across the street now. So I guess it's my cue to come on here. Here I am. Here I am, Lord. All right. So it's rather look at behind me is all foggy back there. So uh this camera looks a little crooked, but I am not going to mess with it because then it will go off. Thank you guys for hitting that like button. I really appreciate it. But I was thinking about my friend who's trying her best to get through these times and take care of business, so to speak, in her life. And um, there's like you can give her encouragement, and I can try to give her strength, but she has to pull from the strength of the spirit within her too. So, but I think she's doing a really good job. But um, I just hope it all works out for her and all that are included, her family. So, but um, it says just before the healing account, Jesus predicts his passion for the third time, but his disciples are blind to it all. And the blind men's eyes were open. So, would this disciples' sight be restored as well after the resurrection? In pity, Jesus touched their eyes, and that's from Matthew 20:33. When we are in pain, we may be helped to endure it by the awareness that someone is touching us with pity and showering at least some reason why. Can you share this with a friend who suffers? This is from Matthew 16:21 through 28. Um, but I don't like the word pity, because I like whenever I'm feeling sorry for someone, I think it's more of compassion or empathy. Um, I don't pity somebody. That's such a strong word. Hey Jared, I'm doing well. How are you? Didn't I already say hi to you? Wait, were you here earlier? You were here earlier. I said hi to you. Oh, because of my face is in here now. Never mind. Oh my goodness. Hey, Johnny, how are you? How are you today? Mm-mm-mm. So we were just talking about how, in good times and bad times, we need to look for the spirit within, and cling on to Jesus, God. We're all in one, but it's rough though sometimes too. So, man, I wanted to do the one that I wanted to do, but God wanted me to pick what He wanted. I had everything in my head ready to go. But hi, you're new. Is that Lul? Welcome, Lul 007. That sounds dangerous. How are you today? We were just reading from the Bible, and I usually pick something. I just flip the pages and pick something, um, and have direction through God. But today I had a plan of my own, and it didn't work out because I couldn't find where it was. And hi, Van. How was that you that had the cookout? Wait, trying to get, I gotta take notes. Did you have something with your team? Autocorrect. Yes, I hate autocorrect. Hi, Luke Bond. Van, were you the one that was on a football team and you had a cookout? Good morning, Miss Paula. How are you today? I hope all is well there in retirement land. I was watching some of your videos this morning, some of your shorts. They're funny. Johnny, hello again, Johnny. Hello. I'm still sick, but waiting for school bus. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're sick. Let's see. I'm starting to love this. Starting to love what? Hey, Grandma Moore, are you done with was your live after me or before me? I'm so opposite. In bad times, my control freak personality pops out. In good times, it's easier to be thankful to God. Yes, sirree. Yes. Jared says, hi, Mrs. Paula. Paula girl in the house. How are you? Says Justin. Good morning, Grandma Moore. Says Daryl. And Mrs. Paula says, Justin. Justin, have you visited Paula's station, her channel? And uh, Jared's going to be starting 5th grade. So that's exciting there. I either have a cold or just bad. I'm telling you, Van, it's the allergies, because my nose has been so like itchy. Um, Hey, Grandma Moore and Paula, says Dean. He's out working today doing his dasher. Dean's a really, really great guy, Paula. If you check out his channel as well, he does door dashing. And when those door dashes, it's kind of interesting how they do these orders and stuff. But man, sometimes they want like 20 cases of water, and then you have someone little like Mary Giggs, she does dashing, and I'm thinking, how's that little girl going to carry them? And then they get to the place, and it's an apartment, and they have to go up 6 flights of stairs carrying all that water. Mm, that's why people get hurt. So, all right, little 007, are you in school too? Are you waiting for school to start? Or are you, oh, see, my nose is just so itchy. Today we're talking about uh, living by faith, not by sight. And man, is that hard, huh? There's times where I'm just like, yeah, I got this. I got this, God. I can do this myself, right? But in reality, you don't. So with God, all things possible. I had a stained glass thing that one of my students made me. I had in my window years ago, and it said, "With God, all things are possible." So, like Daryl says, my husband says, if you're going to pray, then don't worry. If you're going to worry, then don't pray, right? Put your faith in God. Live by faith, not by sight. That's just the way it has to be. So we have to learn to trust. It's so hard, though. I'll be the first one to um, admit that, because I'm not perfect. I'm learning every day. I'm 60 years old and I'm learning every day. Oh, Paula, you watched my skit with Daryl when I went to him as a beautician. Guys, you have to watch that. It is so funny. We nearly peed our pants making the video, but we didn't have a script or anything. We just did it all impromptu, and we didn't do any second takes or anything like that. My verse this year is Mark 4:40. Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith? Oh, Grandma Moore, I love that. Oh, wow. Love my hair. Well, my hubs does my hair. I cut it and he does it. But it's supposed to be longer back here. Um, but it's supposed to be like spiky, but enough about my hair. um, but in a time of suffering, like I was talking about my friend who's going through kind of a hard time, and I'm trying to help her, and she has so many supportive people because she's on YouTube as well. But I'm just glad that we're all here for her. And yeah, and I know that people will be there for you because in this community here, we have a wonderful community, and everybody can attest to that because this community is wonderful, not just mine, but the whole community of the people that I even associate with. I think God gave that to me this year because things keep changing. Yeah, isn't it funny how if we're looking, if we're listening, like I always say, prayer is talking to and listening to God. Sometimes, if you're really listening to God, you're going to find it. What do you think, Grandma Moore? I think that if you do listen, sometimes he has to just knock you upside the head and tell you, hey, are you listening to me? Just like you do, with a little 2-year-old. Hey, are you listening to me? Or a dog named Levi, who he hears me, but he's ignoring me. But he calmed down in there, so hopefully that'll be for the whole time I'm on here. But yeah, so we made it to Wednesday. Um, just look into the future and see what we're going to be. Samira, welcome back, Samira. Everybody, welcome, Samira. I agree. The more we listen, the more we get it. Oh, Grandma Moore, you get me. You get me because I, I'll admit it. I mean, I always admit it. I talk too much, and I got to learn to listen to God. Because when I'm by myself, I talk to him like he's, standing right next to me. He's there, but you know what I mean. And thank you, Jared. Staying my clear liquid diet today. So bummed. Ugh. You have tests coming up. Is that why you're doing a clear liquid? I did the clear liquid like they told me to when I had my last colonoscopy because they don't want me to get colonoscopy but every 10 years, but I go more often because that's what my mom died of and my grandma and my best friend. So they're like, "You don't need one." I said, "Yes, I do." "Oh, you're having a colonoscopy too?" Yep. There's nothing to it. It's just that fasting part. And and I do the clear liquids and they're like, "Well, we went in there and we got the pictures, but it wasn't all clear." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Because sometimes I do 2 or 3 days of clear liquids. So I don't know what's up in there. So that's Wednesday, not which day? I'm sick, but watching your lives make me feel better. Aw, thanks, Samira. Everybody's getting sick. I think mine's just allergies because my nose is just itchy all the time. So, and then Paula, her cough has gotten worse with her allergies. So I think we all just need an allergy shot or something. I don't know. Or just make do, huh? And Jared says, "Feel better, Samira." Jared is always so kind. You must have a lot of friends, Jared. Itchy nose means company. Ah, better get that living room straightened up, huh? And Samira says, "Thank you." Can you hear Levi? He's not hurt. He's not in any pain. He's crying um, because he doesn't see where I'm at. But if I let him out here, he would knock everything over. Um, you're welcome, Jared. But um, I um, I think that more listening. Yeah, I got to work on that. I got to work on a lot of stuff. I used to be so organized, so organized. I used to be on time for things, but ever since I retired backslash turned 60, I'm a hot mess. Is that just me or does anybody else? Oh, Grandma Moses, do you want Grandma? You need a doggy for your praise in the morning. You need a doggy to sit right next to you. And you can pet him while you're praising God, telling everybody about God. That's what you need, Grandma Moses. I mean, Grandma Moore. Grandma Moore, you need that. You need a little dog named Leviticus. That's his name, Leviticus, from the Bible, and he's called Levi. So that's what you need, Grandma Moore. So we can arrange pickup anytime you want. That's good, Samira. I'm a healer. Sending some heal. Get better, girl. Okay. All right. So, what else? Yeah. So I'm trying to rehome Levi with Grandma Moses. Why do I keep saying Moses? It's Grandma Moore. I know somebody else with Grandma Moses. Grandma Moore. Plus, I can't see that little tiny writing on the phone there. Um, so, what are you guys doing today? Is there anything exciting going on today? Or um, she said, "My dogs passed 3 years ago and we are still mourning." Wow, he has to be an only dog. Well, he has a sister. If you want his sister too, you can have bookends. And Libby's good. She's a good dog. But uh, where do you live, Grandma Moore? Why? Why not? Good morning, Yvonne. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I had uh, I had 2 boys that were brothers. They were from the same litter, and Ezekiel. See, my dogs are named from the Bible. Ezekiel was the love of my life, and there were times that I loved him even more than my husband, and he knows it. But Ezekiel was everything to me, and he when he passed away, that was hard. That was so hard. And because I don't care what anybody says, pets are like family, and you lose a pet. just like Sunny with her chickens. Um, that has to be hard. Something killed her chickens and injured some of them, and when you I don't know. It's horrible. I have a dentist appointment today, so not happy. Well, you know how I feel about the dentist, Jared. Okay, so we won't go there. I would, pets are just they're just family. They're just family. And Paula says hi, Yvonne. But Jared, yeah, I was watching one of my older videos from 6 months ago, I think it was, and I was like, "What? Hey, Kelly, there you are, sweetheart." Um, and I was still having teeth problem then. I thought it was only before Christmas, so this is August, so I'm still having the same teeth problems. Um, let's see. Okay, Samira, bye bye, honey. Have a good day. I'm trying to keep up with this. Um, I don't know. Like, I'm still having the same problems that I was talking about in that video. How they wanted to put that cap on, and I said something. I'm still having a problem with that too. So I have a different dentist. I don't know how many different dentists I've had now, but I don't know. That's why I say if God was going to condemn you to hell, then He should just give you a toothache, permanent toothache, because I hate pain in my teeth here. The thing is, I floss them, I brush them. My son and I, Matthew and I, are very good about our teeth. And all of a sudden, this just happened in the last almost a year now. So I don't know. Jared says, hi, Kelly. And Yvonne says, good morning, Paula. I'm so glad that like all the communities, like how Yvonne met Paula through me, and then I met Callie through someone else, and like all of our communities like mesh together, and we have such a wonderful, supportive community. Um, yeah, who needs them? Yeah, that's why I went to the dentist I went to that the lady chased after me. Sorry about that. Um, that's where I went to say, well, what would it cost for me just to get falsies, right? And they said, oh, your teeth are too healthy. We can't be pulling those. And I was like, dang darn it, they're painful. Um, and Kelly says, hi, everyone. So, um, hi, teacher Kelly Tag. Yep, she says, hi, everyone, Justin. Uh, so the community is just, if you join a community, like say you sub to me, you would so be welcomed by like Kelly and Paula and all are in my community, but I'm also in their community. So we all, do you see what I'm saying? It's like it all like goes together. And I think that's God's plan just for like on the earth too. Like He wants people to meet this one and then you interact and then you take care of each other. Um, so Daryl says dentists make their money off your teeth. If you have no teeth, then they don't make any money. That's true. I get shots of cortisone in my knee every 3 months, and now I will be starting physical therapy. Well, on my knees, I used to get the cortisone too, but that's horrible stuff. But then my doctor gave me the gel injections under my knee because I have no cartilage left, and so I had that done 3 times. And what happens for one round of the knee gel, you go 3 times, like once, three for 3 weeks. Go one, and then the next week you go, and then you go. There's 3 week of injections, and then that's it. And then like you wait like 6 months or so, and then you can get 3 more injections, one per week. But last time I went, he says, Sal, that left leg, that knee, you have to get that replaced. I said, no, I'm not getting it replaced. Not. I have my hip done. The hip was easy, but I hear that the knees are harder, and I'm just too afraid of that. But tooth fairies, you mean? Yeah. Tooth fairies. Justin. Justin's a character here. He's our comedian along with Daryl and whoever else, Okies and all them. I haven't seen Okies in a while. I hope he's doing good. He's probably harvesting. We had yesterday, Daryl. We had our zucchinis that I was going to make something else with, and we didn't get around to it today. Started getting a little wilty, and we cut them up. Daryl cut them up and made in the oven. He sliced the zucchini and he put a little olive oil, some pepper, and some garlic garlic powder. And oh my gosh, they were so good. They were so good. I have been bone on bone in my right knee for over 15 years now. I need it replaced badly, but I'm holding off as long as I can. Still stand and walk. As Asfi, hello. You were here before, were you not? Um, adult. Wait, adult kids is me. Yep. How are you, Asfi? And I hope I'm not butchering your name. I'm really bad at that. Apparently, I have more arthritis in my right knee, but more pain in the left. Yeah, isn't that weird? Whenever I first injured my back, and where I was paralyzed in my left leg, um, something went wrong with my back, and I couldn't move my toes or anything. So uh, I had just graduated college too, and my dad took me to a deep massage therapist to see if they could fix it, and they went deep. That was horrible. That kind of massage is not good. Then I did physical therapy. I did all this stuff, and I just couldn't get use of my leg back. And so I finally had back surgery. I went to neurologist and I had back surgery. And the first thing I did was, can I move my toes? Because I was just like, this is not right, or you know how you say it's not fair. But then there's people that don't have legs, so Sally, you just got to be take it as it goes, right? But I did get the use of it back, but I still have my back problem with the discs and stuff. But then I go and fall again because I this right hip. I fell years ago. I had all five of my dogs. I'm going for a walk, and then one of them stopped to go poo, and I didn't see. His name was Mozart. He stopped to go poo. I didn't see him while the other ones are dragging me, right? I'm trying to go with them. And I tripped over Mo and I landed right on that hip. So just kept going on. And I used to be a runner back then. I used to do 4K or 5K, 10K races quite regularly, on the weekends. And I just kept muddling through, muddling through. So, um, hi, hello, Carol. How are you? Glad to see you came today. Are you feeling better? What was I going to say? Yeah, so your body is something you really need to take care of, guys. You really do. Um, If they tell you to go to physical therapy, do it. When I got my hip done, they said do 2 flights of steps. I did 5. And they told me I was overdoing it, but I just wanted to get better and be strong. So, yeah, Jamie is using her son's name on here. Her name is Carol, and she's from England. I believe that's what it said. Thank you, Jared. The older I get, the more arthritis. Yes, sir. That's right. Hey, is Dax on here? Did I miss Dax coming in? Oh, and Rhonda. Good morning, Rhonda. Oh, Rhonda, Rhonda. I'm so addicted to you. Guys, if you go on Entreaty by Rhonda Hensley, she is so good. I don't know, Rhonda. Hey, Joan Hopkins, how are you? How are you? Ah, Rhonda, you are so insightful. Um, You have so much wisdom and you share it. That is just so awesome because your way of thinking, I totally identify. There's like nothing that I disagree with when you're showing your point of view. And boy, do you make me realize things, or like my name of my channel here, reality. Sally D's reality. It's all about realizing through my life, I was thinking one thing and then it's another thing. And then I find Rhonda through my awesome friend Tracy. And I started watching day before yesterday, but now I have to just listen. I can't look at you because I can't get anything done. Ah! Her channel is so insightful, guys. She comes up with topics that are things that I needed to think about, but I really didn't realize I needed to. So, but yeah, I'm not trying to embarrass you, Rhonda. I'm really not. I really, but when I believe in something, I believe in it. And yeah, I'm gonna do some kind of shout out thing about you. I mean, everybody's doing their favorite channel things anymore, so I could start a series on it. I did have that one that I found about my teeth problem. That was from 8 months ago. That video I found when I was watching some other people today, and I was like, oh, I used to give shout outs. I forgot about that, and I was trying to look at them to see if I still watch those people. Um, Hi, new sister girl, Rhonda. Yes, Rhonda is awesome. Um, yes, Joan, you were here, and I hope you like what you saw. That's why you're back. Um, but do you have a channel, Joan? Do you have a channel? Let's see here. Okay. Um, okay, Rhonda, you are now I think I did it right. A moderator here. Um, so your channel is a happy place to be. Paula, thank you. Thank you. You have a pretty happy one too. I was thinking about doing some dishes yesterday and I said, um, I don't want Paula to think I'm stepping on her toes, but I used to wash dishes too. And then I always say, should I dance anymore? Because that's kind of Tracy's thing. But all my videos before I used to dance. So, we all can do our own thing. Just like I was all upset that I forgot about Karen had her live on a Friday. And then I was like, oh, I don't want her to. But you know what? We all can do what we want to do, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. But I just worry about hurting. I just worry about hurting other people's feelings. You know what I mean? Because there's so many people that are, you know, um, very upset. But I shouldn't think that my community are like that too. I have my stuff for dancing. Thank you, Rhonda. Coming from you and Paula, that just means so much to me because I had a plan this morning about what readings I wanted to do. I got my Bible out and everything, and then the Gospel of Matthew, the little tab that I put on there, and I couldn't find it, and because it was bent back, I was like, "Where is the book of Matthew?" And I kept having in my head, "I pick," because I always let God pick. I flipped the book and put my finger in, and that's what we're going to do. And I was like, no, I'm picking. I was having an argument with God, and then he got his way. So this is what he wanted to talk about today. Hey, Sally, I do have a channel. It's called Not Much on It, Some Music So Far. Oh, okay. Um, I used to watch waking up early in the morning and going on your live stream is my Jared. Is that why you make me have a second? You always want me to have a second life. Oh my goodness. Thank you for saying that, Jared. That means a lot. Oh, Joan, your name is Lucy? Okay. Is there a significance or is that somebody else's channel you're using? I know I asked too many questions. That's what teachers do. He is so sweet. He's in 5th grade. He's probably a teacher's pet, Paula. That's why he likes us. I like teacher pets. Oh, you're a kid? Okay. There's nothing wrong with being a kid. Sometimes I wish I was a kid, and then I think about it, and I'm like, no, I like being a grown up. All giggles. Beautiful day coming. Yeah, it's starting. You see, the sun's starting to come out and burn it off. I have subscribed to you, Rhonda. Oh, Yvonne. Yvonne, you're going to be stuck. You're Just do yourself a favor, Yvonne. You don't have to watch her while she's doing her. Just do something like your dishes or whatever, and listen to her, because I sat there and watched her, and I said, "Oh, I got to get something done here." I was like 6 videos in, and I'm like, "I have to get something done." I love 5th graders. They are my favorite kids to talk to as a counselor. Yeah, the 8th grade, that's the ones I didn't. I'm sorry, I don't like to say I don't like, but 8th grade, ooh, they ate me alive when I taught 8th grade. Ooh, I was coming from kindergarten. No, I was coming from, yeah, I had kindergarten, then I went to 8th grade. Or did I have four? Yeah, I had kindergarten. And then when I got that was a maternity leave I went to. And then the lady, I was a permanent sub for 2 years, and she was signing another thing that she was taking another year off. I said, "That's it, I'm out of here." So I got my permanent job teaching kindergarten. Um, See, Rhonda, you have your little wrench now, but luckily we don't need them. Hey, teen mini girl, minty girl, you're back. You're back, sweetheart. I'm so glad to see you back. Where have you been? Have you been getting ready for school? What's going on? Listen to KD Lang. Oh, okay. Does she have some good songs? I think I have listened to her, but I have my earphones on all the time. I just took them off this morning when I was getting dressed, but I have, and I was in my other earphones. The one of them wasn't working again, so I had to buy another one. I was getting um panicky because I was like, "What? How am I going to listen to my music or when I go to bed? I put my meditation stuff on there." Constant craving. What's constant craving? Did I miss something? Teacher Kelly. Hey, Azaria. Everybody's coming back now. This has become my fave thing in the morning too, Jared. Coffee with Sally tea. Oh my goodness. Kelly's having cravings. Or is that, okay. She's saying, is that a band called Constant Cravings? Do you like Darren Hayes or Savage Garden? I think I've heard of Savage Garden. I listen to all kinds of music. I listen to classical. My favorite is Mozart. That's why my dog was named Mozart. I listen to, the only thing I really don't like is like really sad songs. Like really, because you guys know I cry easy. I cry so easily. Because when I don't know. And then I start, reminiscing about somebody, like my best friend, Vinny. I've been really missing him lately because we used to talk. I don't sleep at night. We used to talk from like 2 in the morning until like the sun came up. I get Daryl off to work, and you know, let's see, Rhonda Sally is the place to be in the morning because I'm the only one that's wide awake in the morning. I'm like, woo, because I haven't gone to bed yet. Oh, I tried the other night to go to sleep, and I turned my phone off and everything, but had all these people that tried to call me in the middle of the night. Remember Prince from Prince? Do I remember Prince? All of my friends, I was teaching, where was I teaching at the time? When Prince passed away, I was at St. Maurice, and friends from high school are like, Sally, are you okay? Prince died. And I'm like, Oh my gosh, everybody remembers that I love Prince. I must have seen Purple Rain so many times, that movie. Um, yeah. Oh my goodness. Prince, there's a new song that they released of his that they just published out, and it's really good, but it's kind of slow sad because I like Prince, Bobby music. We have watched Purple Rain at least 100 times. Plus I went with my best friend Kerm um all the times too. Hey Becca, Sparkles. My grandpup was named after Prince. I love Prince. I wear his shirts. I just love him. I mean, not like I thought he was cute or anything. He was a little guy. He was cute and everything because I'm way taller than him. But I just loved his voice. And another person that I love their voice is Steve Perry from Journey. I listened to him when I was moving from Pennsylvania to Idaho, and his voice just like melts me like butter. His voice is so wonderful. Such a talented man. His mom taught at my junior high school. Oh, really? Really, Yvonne? That's neat. Hi, Becca. How's it going, Becca? Um, but yeah, Steve Perry. Does anybody listen to Steve Perry? Well, when he was in Journey, again, he's not. I don't consider him handsome, but he has an awesome voice. And do you remember Milli Vanilli? Well, that wasn't really them singing, supposedly, but I love their songs, like their music, like all that old stuff. Yeah, it is a small world. Small world, Justin. I love Journey. It just brings back my teenagehood, like young adulthood. That's like when Vinny, his mom, would invite all of us over. We all worked at the same restaurant, and we worked at the same restaurant, and they would have these parties in the garage, and she trusted us to drink alcohol because we were all mature, and like most of my friends were already 21 and I was like 17 or 18, but I hung out with people that were older than me, because that's what I did. I just got along with all of them. Wonder whatever happened to those two guys after they were found out. I don't know. There was a thing on, I think it's on YouTube, but it was on um, MTV. But those two boys that did the singing, that their faces, they didn't want to do that. But it's a very interesting controversy, Paula. It's a very interesting story, but I loved all their music. It was like upbeat, I love that kind of stuff. What did Jill say? I knew one of them passed away. One of the singers. Wait, was the kid who did the voice of Milli Vanilli? Was it one person doing that, or was it no? I can't remember. I have to watch that over again. When I was coming from, where was I coming from? Somewhere to somewhere. When I was coming from Idaho to back to Pennsylvania, when I went to sign my contract, flew there to sign my. I don't know why we just didn't do it over fax machines, but whatever. So I had to fly out there, and on the way back, I watched the story of Michael Jackson. That was quite interesting. I watched the whole thing because it was a long flight. Oh, wow. Def Leppard is good. Anyone a Tom Petty fan? I listen to it all, Paula. I like all music. But like I said, I don't like a lot of sad songs. Like, do you ever listen to Jelly Roll? He has some songs on there that my best friend Danny listens to, but some of them are too sad for me. They get me and what's his name? Swims. Teddy Swims. Isn't Teddy Swims? What is that guy? Um Darn, what's his name? Is it Teddy Swims? Boy, that guy has a voice. Whew. But both of them have all the tattoos on their face, and I don't know. I don't like to listen to. Thank you, Paula. Thank you for saying that because I thought I was a dying breed or something. Music and dancing is very therapeutic. Oh, I dance by myself all the time. Well, I don't know if you saw my video, Rhonda, but our kitchen is made for dancing. And when Maddie came home for my birthday, this my 60th birthday, and I said, Maddie, can we dance again? And he's real big with me, and we were dancing, and I used to take him and throw him up in the air, underneath, like pull him from underneath and then throw him up, like the old dancers used to do. But now he's all grown up. But my kitchen is for dancing. Daryl and I dance. We made a video with our wigs on. I think that's on one of our shorts, dancing. But yeah, kitchens are made for dancing. Move everything aside, and while you're cooking, just be careful of that pot on the stove. But that's what you should do, Yvonne. You should dance with your little grandchildren in your kitchen, make some memories, because man, I wish I had little kids in my life, just to do all the fun stuff so it doesn't look weird, this grown up, like when I like to do coloring books, but now people are doing adult coloring books. So I don't look so weird buying those Crayola crayons, even though I don't have a kindergarten class. So I just bought all new markers, all new, and I still have boxes of them down there, so I probably have to donate them or something. Um, but put some music on there, and because we used to dance to "Oh What a Night," December '63. Oh, what a night, late December. And we used to dance to that. And um, is it Rockin' Robin? What did we do? I think it was Rockin' Robin. I can't sing. Um, you do dance with them? All right, but you got to do it in the kitchen. I have, oh, you have the Golden Girl one? Where did you get that? Because Matthew would love that. We used to watch Golden Girls all the time, Matthew and me. Um, Justin, you're funny. Um, Dancing is really good exercise. Yeah, I uh, I like coloring and doing creative things, but some of my stuff turns out like a little kindergartner's. um, what year was the Golden Girls? Teeny Minty Girl. What's your first name, Teeny Minty Girl? I think you told me before. Now I forgot. That's so long for me to say. It was a gift, probably Amazon. Okay, I have Golden Girls socks too. I just got Maddie another shirt that says something about like they're the mafia or something, like Golden Girls something. I don't know what it is, but um, I met Estelle Getty and she signed my book. Oh, wow. Thank you. They're just I don't have clip-ons. These are just the base. I didn't put anything on this morning. Um I know. 80s or 90s. Golden Girls, Paula. When did that come out? That was it had to have been the 90s because Maddie was alive. Maddie was born in 91. So my husband's a good one to ask when the Golden Girls came out. You have the Golden Girls collection on Hallmark collection. That I bet you that costs a lot to buy stuff like that. If you're a reseller, I bet you could sell that for enough. Yeah, that's what I thought, Paula, the 90s. Um, First episode was in 1985. Really? Wow. That's the year I got married to Daryl. That's 40 years ago. Holy crow. I loved also, Paula, what Betty White stood for. Matthew has a picture of her with a basset hound, and it's a black and white picture that he found somewhere, and he had it printed out. Um, let's see. All right, got to go to work. Okay, Kelly, have a great day, honey. Have a great day. Um, all right. Sorry, Sally, but I have to go. All right, Jared, go, honey. Get ready. Get ready to go. Bye, Kelly. Bye, Jared. Paula says, Yvonne says, my ex fiance bought one for me each year. Oh, he didn't take them back. That's good. Rhonda says, bye, Kelly. Bye, Jared. Um, did you have any posters on wall in the 80s? Yes, I did. My friends like people like Leif Garrett and people like that, but I like Scott Baio from Happy Days. He has a show on YouTube, a channel on YouTube. Sometimes I'll click over to see how he's doing, but he's always smoking a cigar. So, but I'm like, why did I like him? Um, Teeny Minty, what's your first name, honey? Mint. All right. Yeah, bye. All going. Wait, you're all going. I'm already gone. Scott has a YouTube. Yeah, he does. He talks about his daughter is turning 18, and he's like so emotional. He's like, "Where did it go? I don't understand." Oh yeah, Charles in Charge, right? Yes, Charles in Charge. He was on Happy Days, and he was on some other shows too. Vinyls in your house, and my name is Hannah Emily. Oh, Hannah Emily. That's beautiful name. I'll have to remember Hannah Emily. Um, so I did get my, was it, I don't know, Paula, if you heard me say this, but I did get my map. So I'm going to start putting the little pins in to know where everybody's at. Because I think people get tired of me asking them where they're from. Probably just as tired as I get of them asking me how old I am. Yes, Chachi. So this coffee thing, and this is cold on the outside, but this keeps it really hot. It's TAL. I got it at Walmart. It's like a camping cup kind of, but it keeps it hot. hmm And Daryl made this at 4:30 this morning, and it's still hot, and I have the top open. Pretty good. See, I need some endorsements because I'm always endorsing Pair glasses, PAIR. Chachi and Joni, yep, all of them. Oh, I forgot to ask Jared what he's doing today because I think he's almost ready to start school. How old do you think I am? Sally, have a guess. 20? Mini flask? Um, Hannah, Emily, I think you're about 20. You are 20? No, I didn't get it right. I never get anything like that right. I never get anything like that right. Am I on a roll or what? Um, Justin. Um, oh my goodness, Justin. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, I've been since I got that booster, Paula. I haven't really gotten kicked off. I shouldn't say that. I should knock on something wood. I don't have anything wood out here. Everything's metal or wrought iron. I'll just knock on my head. But that booster, whatever, I haven't been kicked off. So I guess it's working, I guess. Now that one day I did because I moved it into the living room, but I think it's doing better in the hallway. So nearly 21. You sound like Ellen DeGeneres sometimes. You crack me up sometimes. Oh, I liked Ellen DeGeneres, so the younger Ellen DeGeneres, if you know what I mean. But what's rude? Oh, what I do now, Justin? Keep a drink hot. Oh yeah, keep a drink. This is like if you see it has like those little speckles on it, like your camping, those little camping cups. My husband just had a camping cup that I got at Target, and he engraved the Harley Davidson symbol on it for him. Because I have that laser machine. We're trying to practice so we can start selling stuff. Favorite artist around the 80s and the 90s. Artist? Mm. I listened to a lot of Madonna and things, but when my sons and my niece were hanging around me, I listened to Britney Spears. I still listen to her songs. I like her songs too. What I said was, oh, I don't pay you much mind. Just kidding. Oh, Bryan Adams. Paula, did I tell you that my very first concert was Bryan Adams opening for Journey? That was the best. That was my first concert ever. I went with this boy I was dating. He drove us, and my friend Paula, her name was Paula. She went and got the tickets. Her mom let her skip and drove her down to get the tickets down in Pittsburgh. Um, yeah, Bryan Adams, man. Look at the sun is coming out now. We got sun, but um, yeah, Bryan Adams is pretty good singer. But I have to arrange stuff with um, you, Rhonda, for doing the collab because Tracy said that we can use her StreamYard, because she pays for it. She pays too much money for that. She pays. I'm not gonna tell you how much she pays because you'd be like, so yeah, she pays for it. I'm trying to block the sun from your faces here. Um, I've only been to concerts at the fair in Dollywood. Oh, well, I wasn't allowed to go, but my friend Paula, she went down there and I was like, "Oh, I have to go." So, yeah, yes, we do. I have so many things that I'm doing, and now I'm doing these lives for the Project Me, and I'm gonna try to do one at night. But I'm so behind. Plus, I've been watching, this woman on YouTube named Rhonda. I have to put her on my earphones and just work. But I'm not just saying that, Rhonda. I really do enjoy listening to your station. Um, what was that, Johnny? I didn't get to read what you said. You took it away before I could read it. Um, but I moved you guys over to the side. I gotta hang that one house up. I brought up the did you guys ever use alien tape? That stuff. These have been up here for over a year through the winter and everything, and they stayed. That one just fell though. Sonny, you still have it. I saw 4 or 6 times. Wow. Remember Alan who did Disney and musicals? um, Boy, that sun is shining now. Whew, now my hair is really red, but uh, I'm probably I don't know what I'm going to do today. I might jump on live later, but I have to get that kitchen redded up. Does anybody know what redded up means? It means cleaned up. I don't know if I'm the only one that says redded up. Cleaned up. I gotta get the kitchen redded up. Rick, 1989. But I have exercise at senior center this morning. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. Hey, thanks for spending over an hour with me. Maybe I'll jump on later. I don't know, but I am gonna have a new. Uh, um, Daryl wants to do something different for the trivia night. Trivia night. So we're thinking of some things. We might do it outside because I have some different things up my sleeve. Kindergarten teachers, we can come up with stuff pretty quick. We're pretty flexible and we can come up with stuff right up our sleeve. There's lots of stuff up my sleeve. But hey, Love you guys. When is trivia night? I still have that posted for Fridays, so I don't know. I have to maybe I change it to Thursday. I don't know when I should have it, but I'm gonna try to get that changed too. But I'll let you guys know tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get everything organized. My brain first. So yeah, we do need to chat soon. But I have to wait till Paula gets back. I mean, Tracy gets back because she's still at her grandma's. So I don't want to keep bothering her. I know today she said she's turning her phone off because she has a lot of stuff to do. In other words, Sally, don't call me. But okay, guys, I will see you Friday nights. Friday night's a good night for, yeah, but that's when Karen does hers. So I didn't want to, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Somebody tell me what to do. Hey, don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate you and God's blessings upon you. And I'll see you when I see you.